Well, I'm back at it again, and obviously another day. And I've just gone ahead and I've used that multi-tool to chip away at a lot of the rust. And again, this isn't for a car show, okay? I'm literally just getting this ready to be structurally okay to hold my boat, and so I can take the boat out of the water and do what I gotta do. So I've removed a lot of the rust, and I'm using the primer on the bare metal, and then I'm using a black Rust-Oleum sprayed on top of that. I've gone ahead and I've hit PB Blaster on every single one of these. I've got to take these spindles off to see if I can go ahead and put electric brakes on this. I've got to take this dust shield off the back part of the old drum brake assembly when they were hydraulic. So I'm just going to take these bearing buddies off. The easiest way to do that is just to hit them a few times and they come off. Boom. Now I got to get that nut off, and I got to get greasy, so I'm going to put the phone down here for a second, and I'll shoot it once I get that nut off, the cotter pin off, and I'll show you what the spindle looks like. Well, as you can see, the spindle looks really good. I got so the first thing that comes off is the cotter pin right there. Then there's this little lock ring. You can see the cotter pin sits in the grooves of that, and it goes through this little, you get that little hole right there. That's where the cotter pin goes through. It locks around that, and that keeps that nut back there tight. Sorry, it's all messy. Then you've got your washer and your outer bearing, and then you've got your inner bearing and your grease seal right there, which I don't think I'm going to use these hubs again, so I don't think I'm going to need to worry about those. I'm just kind of putting them there. The new, if I get a new drum, if it does fit this spindle, it'll have the bearings all in it, and I'll be able to just reuse that. I'm going to try to take these off now. These are 5/8 older trailers, so it's all American, and we'll see what we can do. There's a 5/8 nut on the back, or 5/8 bolt head on the back, and 5/8 nut right here. So I'm going to see with my impact. I soaked these in PB Blaster for 4 days straight, so hopefully they're going to let go. So I got to put this down to do it. Well, as you can see, it came off. I got all 4 of them out without too much trouble. That PB Blaster is amazing, but look at the corrosion on these bolts. I don't know if you can see, they're absolutely white. The sun's kind of in the way. Look how white they are. So that PB Blaster really killed it. I got all 4 of them out without too much trouble. Now I got to measure that spindle. I got to measure the thickness and all that stuff, and see if we can find a set of brakes for this thing, because a trailer with no brakes is no bueno. So yeah, we'll just continue on, like I say, hitting the rust. I'm going to order these up. So I got some brakes. I've got to wire those to the front, and I got some more issues up there. So I've already got the tires for the wheels. If I get the brakes on here and get the paint done, and then I can get the rest of this put back together after it's black, and we'll just kind of see how she goes. But I got to order some new lights and everything. It's going to be kind of like a new old trailer. Anyways, thanks guys. Okay, YouTube folks, I am now in the process of getting this thing sandblasted, and just kind of getting the surface rust off it. Again, I'm not doing a show truck thing, but I got the sandblaster out. I just get frustrated with trying to wire wheel everything, and just kind of getting some of that done. I've got some primer on the stuff that I've already got, and then we're going to keep on continuing to do this. I've got lights ordered for it. I've got brakes, electric brakes coming for it. That's kind of the big reason behind the video. So, but I just wanted to clean some of this up before we get to that point. So at any rate, I'll keep on going. I've still got plenty of surface rust as we go here. I'm going to do something about the tail lights in the back too, because they are just jacked. I mean, look at these brackets. They're completely bent. They had a side light on here, and I don't think I'm going to replace that. I think I'm going to go with a sort of a cartridge type of light that has a light on the side as well as here. So I'll probably cut those off and weld on some angle, 2-inch angle probably, and just do it that way. But I've got all the spindles exposed. They all look excellent. I've got them draped now because I'm doing the sandblasting. Just got them draped in some plastic, and just to kind of protect them. I've got them covered with grease as well. So anyways, we'll keep on keeping on. Well, she's going pretty good. Just little bits at a time here until I can do the black. I'm just going to do that Rust-Oleum heavy rust. This is what I'm using. Rusty metal primer, so heavily rusted metal. So I'm just kind of doing that before I hit the black. I did have one little incident with my, boy, this thing's just not giving me a good day at the office today. I'm using this, is an older AEG grinder I've had for years. And I've used it 10,000 hours, you know. I've used these kind of wire wheels forever and ever. I had one kick and it grabbed me. So it got me on the leg there a little bit, but other than I don't think my pants have survived. I got lucky on that, so be careful when you're doing stuff like this. These things, they're about 10,000 RPMs, these things, and they don't play around, as you know. I'm sure if you've used them before, but I'm going to keep going, splitting between the... I didn't want to burn up all my sand, you know, on stuff that was just really surface rust, so I'm saving the sandblasting for the, you know, the more intricate stuff where you got to get in, you know, inside places and stuff like that. So, and as I get towards the tongue up there. So anyways, I'll keep on going and show you some progress stuff. I don't really want to waste your time, you know, showing you how to sand metal. You know what I mean? This really wasn't the intent of my video. It would have been titled How to Sand Metal if that was the deal. It's about the brakes, but this is just a journey on the way to replace the brakes and get this thing doctored up. So anyways,